Hello world, this is Edward Bevilacqua from Ciao Tutti, an Italian American club in Las Vegas. And I did kind of a sneak attack, right?
Exactly.
On Trevi restaurant here in the Forum Shops. Pete Scaturro, who is the head chef, right?
Yes.
The head chef. Executive chef for 20 years. You've been in this place? You've showing up for work here?
I've been here for 20. I actually started here as a cook. Worked my way up. I helped open around 10 restaurants. At the time, they were called Bertolini's. So I corporate trained, traveled around the country a little bit, Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, California. Spent about 6 months in Washington, D.C., and then came back here as a sous chef and just started working my way up.
How long were you not here in that 20 years?
Only about 6-8 months.
Okay. So, you basically reported to work in this building
Pretty much, yeah.
for 20 years. So you've seen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, well, we usually start by asking, what are your Italian roots?
My parents, my great-grandfather actually, he was from Sicily.
Okay.
He had a farm down there, and he had some cattle and cheese and olive oil.
Okay.
Then he came to the United States, and he kind of left that with his family. I don't know too much about it, the details.
That goes back where you know something.
But yeah, it was quite a while. And my grandfather, his father, died a year before I was born, so I never really got to meet him.
Now, but wait a second. So they came from Sicily to New York and settled where?
In Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay. And then your grandfather died before you were born, or you were one?
Yes, he died in 1960. I was born in 61.
And you were born in Brooklyn?
No, I was born in Long Island.
Okay, so your dad moved.
Yes.
Okay. And you grew up in Long Island?
Mm-hmm. Lynbrook.
Glenbrook?
Lynbrook.
Lynbrook?
It's Brooklyn backwards.
Okay, good. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm from the Bay Area. My New York geography is, I don't understand the way New York City works. So, growing up, what did you do as a kid?
Well, played a little baseball, sports, the typical. We were out from sunrise to sunset pretty much. It wasn't like today where kids are on computers all day.
Right.
It wasn't like that at all.
Same with me. So you're...
Yeah, grew up a Yankee fan.
Okay.
My dad took me to my very first game when I was tot. Actually got to see Mickey Mantle play.
Okay, I was going to say, who were the big guys?
He was towards retirement, but I was lucky to see that.
Wow. Okay, and now that stadium's gone, right?
The old stadium's gone. The new one's there. I've been to the inauguration of the new one. It's really, really nice.
It's a nice field.
Beautiful. They did a great job.
Okay. So you grew up as a kid, and your grandmother was around?
Yes, my grandmother was around. She lived to be about 79, 80.
Okay. She cooked?
She cooked. Yeah, she was a really wonderful cook.
Now, as a chef, not as a little kid, as a chef, how would you describe her cooking?
Fresh, clean, authentic. We used to get chickens actually delivered from an organic farm to our house.
Live?
No, they were, butchered to our specifications, but they come every Saturday.
What did you guys do on Sunday?
We ate chicken. We ate pasta. We ate.
This is a Sunday family meal?
Yeah. So,
7-hour meal?
Pretty much.
Okay. And so as a chef, you would say your grandmother was
very good.
Not as the grandson.
Yeah, she was very, very good.
What kinds of stuff did she make?
You name it, she made it.
How about gnocchi?
She made gnocchi, homemade managuata, lasagna.
What about polenta?
Polenta wasn't too popular in our house for some reason. But, we did all the traditional, meatball, sausage, eggplant.
Did you ever do polenta?
Yes. I've done it here many times.
Really? Okay, it's a specialty, right?
Yes, we had it on the menu at one time, but now we just kind of run as a special occasion.
Okay. And what about cioppino?
Cioppino, we've done.
Did your grandmother do that?
We
Not
did
really fish.
we did a variation. It was more like Christmas Eve,
Okay.
fish dinner.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but yeah, some of my family weren't big fish eaters. I like the clams and mussels and all that stuff.
So you can make chipino here.
Yes, we've made it before for specials, and we even had it on the menu for a period.
Have you ever heard of a restaurant here called Montrose?
Yes, Pete. Pete.
Exactly. Okay,
Yes.
I interviewed him a couple days ago. He made me some chipino, which I hadn't had since I was a kid.
He does a good job.
Does he?
I ate at his restaurant a couple of times. Very good.
The new one?
Yeah.
Up on Wallapine?
Yep.
Okay. He's a hard worker.
He is.
You see his wife in there?
I don't know if I ever met her,
Okay.
his wife, but yes, I know Pete.
Funny guy.
From way back. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Now, is he from Brooklyn?
I'm not really
He's
sure.
from somewhere back there.
Yeah, he's from back east.
Yeah, he's a New Yorker. He told me that he bought a motorhome, went on vacation to San Diego, Newport, and he now considers himself a campground cook, chef for guys because he would be cooking out there as people were camping and
Sounds
bringing
fun.
them something other than barbecue, hot dogs. And,
Yeah, the usual.
yeah, the usual, right? So now let's see. So when did you first think you wanted to get into cooking?
I did it right out of high school. My uncle took me in and started teaching me. It was a steakhouse.
Uh,
I was kind of young. I didn't really
it was a job.
have a direction. Yeah, and I ended up catching on really quick. I'm
I was
very
gonna say,
creative.
So it wasn't like I.
Yeah, no, I caught on very quick, and I was very creative.
Was your grandmother creative in her cooking?
Yeah, as I wouldn't say creative in that sense,
In the
but
way you are.
she was creative. She was a seamstress for her whole life. She would make dresses and clothing and things like
Okay.
that.
And so, when you say creative, you mean in coming up with dishes?
In general, I'm creative. I paint. I do photography. I build furniture. I sculpt.
Now, I asked somebody before when I did an interview. I said, "What do you think makes Italian people different? Italian Americans different from other people?" Because clothing design, food, entertainment, just a lot of fields. I think what it is Italians have the ability to think of something in their brain and then use their hands and turn it into something real. What do you say about that?
I agree. As you're looking around the forum shops, it's all Italian designers.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Shoes, clothing.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it's a thing you think of, but we can actually turn it into something real. So
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah, you look at Da Vinci and Michelangelo, look at what they achieved.
Yeah. For Michelangelo, it's a block of marble.
Yeah.
I think what did he say? He's just letting the form out of the marble or something like that.
That's ambition.
Yeah. So, so you started about 17. Now, earlier you said there were a couple of pizza parlors.
Yeah, we had one in Long Island for a little bit. It was just a small family
New
Italian
York.
restaurant in New York. Yeah.
Small place, you walk up to the counter, you get your food,
Yeah, there
there's
was-
a couple tables.
No, we had probably about 25 seats,
Okay,
and it was basically myself, my brother, my uncle, my dad.
okay.
We
Have you
were-
been to Verrazano's Pizza here?
Not for a long
Phil
time.
Ruffino?
It's been quite a while since
Okay.
I've been.
He had some number of pizza parlors in New York, and there's one out towards Henderson. He said this is like a New York pizza parlor. You come up, you
Right.
get your stuff. And how about Pizza Rock?
Haven't
been
been
there?
there, but I heard it's very good.
It's authentic. Tony Gimignani's writes for Ciao Tutti, and he's got some ads in there, but he tries to be authentic. He told me, when you go to a pizza parlor here, it's kind of like, do you want thin crust or thick crust, and what toppings do you want? He said, that's not really pizza. So you go to Naples, they have a certain type of flour, certain tomatoes, certain this, that, certain type of oven at a certain temperature, and you put the pizza in there for a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
He said, I have that oven. He said, but then if you go to Rome, different flour, different tomatoes, different sauce, different this, different that,
Right.
different oven, different temperature, different time. He said, I have that oven.
Yes, I've been to Rome and Milan, and the pizza in Milan and Rome is entirely different.
Yeah. And so
And they were both good.
Yeah, they're just different. So he has 13 pizza ovens. He has different flour, different everything for each one. He wants it to be authentic.
Right.
And then it's rock, so he has a tractor, which is the DJ booth. And so it's high-end pizza. But do you have pizza here?
We do.
You do? Okay. Are you familiar with Trattoria Reggiano in the Venetian?
No.
Okay, so that's Frank Donato. But so you got in there, you did the pizza business. That didn't burn you out.
No.
You didn't want to go the pizza route.
Well, what happened was my brother, my dad, and my mom moved out here.
To Vegas?
Yeah.
So how old were you?
29, 30.
Okay.
So
were you in the pizza business?
we still had the place there in Long Island. They came out here. They opened the place out here.
What was that called?
Scaturro's Pizza.
Okay.
It was very popular. I want to say they opened that in '86.
Okay.
85.
And was that the first time you came out?
I had been out on vacation, and then in '88 I divorced, and the shopping center that our place was in got bought out. They bought everyone's needs. So I decided to come out and join them and take a shot.
Yeah, when you first came out for vacation, did you like it?
Yeah. It's different living here. I did. It was just different. It was different than what I projected in my mind.
This is for the vacation.
Right. Yeah.
So when you first flew in, right?
Yeah.
And what time of year was that?
October.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was real.
Weather was nice. And this was '86.
Yeah, it's probably around '86, '87.
It looks a lot different than it did.
Way different.
Where did you go then? Caesar's?
Actually, I was still married then. We stayed at the Flamingo.
Okay. You went on along the strip?
Yeah, it was typical stuff.
And you went home and you had good memories?
Yeah.
What did you think when your parents were moving?
Well, I know that they loved it here. They vacationed here a lot, and they were planning it for a long time.
Okay. And when you grew up on the East, does the weather here attract you?
That was one of the main things.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather, the cost of living was good.
Yeah. So moving from California to here, the weather is it's a step down from California because it's not so hot.
Right. It's so dry and hot.
Yeah. But I get a lot of people, especially like Cleveland, Detroit. They don't say it's too hot.
Yeah, because it's probably more humid there.
Yeah. And most people are in air conditioning anyway, right?
Yeah.
We don't really do a lot of stuff outside.
No, not when it's 110.
Mm-hmm. So you got here. Your parents moved here. You joined them in the pizza business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd that work out?
It was good. It was successful.
Busy. Las Vegas was growing.
Yeah. Commercial Center.
Where's that?
It's on Karen Avenue. It's over by Las Vegas Country Club.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We actually bought it from Carmine's. They were Villa Pizzas.
Yeah.
And then.
Have you ever met him?
Oh yeah.
Have you been to his place in Henderson?
No, I haven't. No.
So he's back.
Yeah. I know his son and his daughter. We know the whole family.
Yeah.
But yeah, then after that, we ended up selling that. My dad retired, and then I got a job here.
Huh. And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So Trevi, you've got a great location.
Very good location.
This is probably the best location for Forum Shops, right?
Without a doubt.
The fountain pulls people in, and what is it? This and Cheesecake Factory are the only two that have dining out in the Forum Shops, really?
Spago has a little bit, the Palm has a little bit, but this is by far the biggest
And it's
outdoor.
right up against the fountain.
right against the town. It's the hub of the mall. So a lot of people watching. People like it. People really enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, and if they want it quieter, they have the whole inside. The upstairs here we usually use for private events and weddings and stuff.
How many people fit up here?
Well, we have a banquet tonight actually for 100, but we've had probably about 150.
Wow. And the fountain, it's loud.
It is kind of loud.
I mean, it's a good loud. It's kind of like that white noise type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to carry an intimate conversation out there. So if you wanted something a little bit more intimate,
So if you're going to have a wedding proposal,
right,
inside.
you might have to yell.
Okay. And what are some of the specials?
Uh,
What is the most popular dish?
well, probably the most popular and best-selling is the linguine frutti di mare, which is made with a seafood cream sauce, shrimp, scallops, and lobster.
Now, if I was going to have that, I'm allergic to scallops.
Okay.
So do I just say no scallops?
Yeah, we would add like extra shrimp if you wanted, or extra lobster.
So it's not like this is made to order, in other words.
Right. Each one is made to order.
So it's not like at home, scoop it out at home.
No, sure that.
Okay. What's number two?
Number two, lasagna sells pretty well. I want to say it's almost kind of an even battle with a lot of the pasta dishes, but by far the linguine frutti di mare has always been a winner.
That's what you'd recommend?
Yeah, most people that have that are not this.
Sort of specialty.
Yes.
Okay. And now Hank is over there off camera. He does pastries.
Hank does all our pastries. He makes all our gelato and sorbetti.
So the gelatos are made here.
Yes. We have all the machinery here. We use all the flavor bases from Italy. You know, he's been trained. He actually started as a pastry chef, right, in Boston, Mike's Bakery, which is famous.
Okay.
He's been doing it, I don't know, 30, 40 years.
What percentage of people order dessert?
You know, that's a tough question. I'm not really sure. It seems like it's not as much as it used to be, because people always seem to be watching. But I think it's more of like sharing.
Yeah.
You know, so we offer different options.
I always try to do dessert, but it's shared.
Yeah. Like we came up with we do a small trio of gelato or sorbetti.
Oh.
This way you can get to sample a little bit. But we also have a big banana venciana, which is like our version of banana split,
Okay.
which is gigantic. That's got
Carmine style.
It's got
3
vanilla,
or 4 people.
chocolate, strawberry, pistachio, bananas, caramel.
So that's for
chocolate.
how many people?
I've seen one person eat it, but usually it's like 2 to 4.
Okay.
It's big. It's in like a giant, sort of looking martini glass.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And what about limoncello? Anybody ever heard of that?
Yes, we make our own limoncello. We're our own limoncello.
Who does that?
The bartenders.
Okay. And what about grappa?
I believe we have a small selection of
Not a
grappa,
big-
but it's not very popular.
It's not. Yeah, people here don't really.
Yeah, that's an acquired taste, I think.
Yeah. And when I grew up, grappa was you just stayed away from it.
Yeah. Could be a
But
little
now
better.
it's. What I understand is it's really pretty expensive. It's really
Absolutely.
expensive. So, are there any nights in particular that it's good for people to come?
Well, I mean, any night really is good. I mean, depending what's going on in town too. It could be very, very busy. There's always something to do. Always people watching. We usually get a pretty good early hit. Depends. Like Celine is very good for us. Mariah Carey, Elton John.
Sure.
So
yeah, that's a big. It helps business.
Yeah. So you get like an early pop, and then usually after the show, we'll end up getting a later hit.
Okay.
So you get it on both ends, which is good.
And what do you say to people who say it's too hard, parking is too tough? I don't go to the strip because of parking.
They have valet in the front, the main valet. They also have a VIP valet It's
Yeah.
kind of hidden back here, which is
Okay.
really easy and really accessible.
That's if you do valet. But if you don't do valet, the garage back there,
The garage can get pretty full.
oh, can it?
Yeah.
Okay, because every time I get in, I'm able to get right near the stairs, walk
Yeah.
across the street, go in the entrance right over, just back up there by the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it depends what's going on in town. If there's a lot, if there's a show or event, it can get pretty crowded.
Valet is the way to go.
I think so.
Okay. And let's see, what have I missed about Trevi?
Trevi.
Great food.
Food is here. I mean,
Start with good quality food.
yeah, we make everything here. All our sauces are made fresh. Nothing's frozen. Nothing comes from commissary. Prepackaged, all that. So, all our salad dressing is the same thing. We make everything from scratch.
And question about Las Vegas. It attracts good chef. You have a good quality, good pool of people to draw from.
Yes, it's within the company as well, because Landry's has like 500 restaurants plus.
I didn't know this was part of it. This is the high-end.
Yes, they call Signature Group.
Okay.
So a lot of our large volume single unit restaurants go into that group.
Not cringy.
No, we're not in that division.
This is the
We're in
high-end.
the Golden Nugget.
Yeah.
We own the Golden Nugget, so we're
Right.
in that division. They opened a new one recently in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So yeah, there's some high-end steakhouses. There's things like that. Dick and Anthony's.
So they really know the restaurant business. And if they want to have a high-end, they know what to do.
Yeah. So, but there's a lot of great chefs in town to draw from. I mean, when I first came here, there was maybe a room in each hotel, and everything else was buffets.
Right.
And then it started to increase, especially when the Mirage opened. I think that's when it really started to kind of blow up, and all these name chefs started coming in,
Yeah.
Wolfgang, and kind of
What about
snowballed.
staff or wait staff? High quality. People come from all over the country.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
over the world.
Yeah, it is known as one of the greatest restaurant cities now.
I would say it's number one,
Yeah.
especially considering the size. I mean, New York City has
Yes.
5 times more people.
Compared to the size, I can't even keep track of all the restaurants
Yeah.
anymore.
Now, how about the food? The materials, the meat,
You can get anything.
and it's top.
Yeah, you can get anything, all imported, whatever you need, you can get it.
It's not like if you're in Iowa. Right?
No, you can get it. Fresh fish. I mean, it used to be like, oh, fresh fish in the middle of the desert. No,
Right.
you can get it.
Yeah.
It might cost you a little bit more, but you can pretty much get it.
Yeah. So you have the great people,
Mm-hmm.
great quality food, great chefs, and so with 40 million people coming here, and at your level, it gets pretty competitive.
It does. Very.
You're in a competitive. The forum shops is competitive.
Very competitive, yes. So you got to try and stay on top of your game. Each guest has to be treated, like a VIP, because they can go next door or down the block here.
Right. At Il Molino, they told me that they have people that come back every year.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of repeat
That's this. People like it. They're treated right. And Patrick Littlejohn, the manager down there, told me he tries to remember where they were sitting because that's the experience people want.
Well, one of the things that we have with like Open Table, we try to keep notes of all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can have people's birthdays, where they sat, preferences that they like, drinks. So you record it all.
And that makes it special.
Oh, yeah.
Special for you.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, I know that we're at your lunchtime,
Just about.
so I'm going to end this, but I have one last question.
Mhm.
Sauce or gravy?
Sauce.
So Where did the gravy thing come from?
I don't know. I think that's more of a regional thing
Like New
within
Jersey?
this country. Yeah, maybe Midwest, sort of St. Louis. That's what I think.
What is the difference between sauce and gravy?
There's really no difference. It's just that that's what they call it.
That's what they grew up on.
We grew up calling it sauce.
Pete, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You were great, informative, and we're going to try to get our members to come here 4 times a year, and the readers of Ciao Tutti in the U.S. and around the world to make plans to come here before they come.
It'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.